Hi, today's activity is alphabet exercises, and I got this from ottoolbox.com. I would recommend going to their website if you're bored at home because they have a variety of activities that are gross motor in nature like this one, fine motor, handwriting, sensory. I'm sure if you can name it, it's there. So today we're going to be doing exercises that correlate to every single letter of the alphabet. For example, A is arm rolls, B is butterfly legs, C is crab walk, and D is a duck walk, and so forth. So you can print this PDF out if you want to use as a reference, or you can follow along with me in this video because I'm going to show you how to do every single exercise. And I'm going to be doing them for 10 reps, but if you want to make it more challenging, you can do 15 to 20 reps. If you're not really up for the whole alphabet of exercises, then you could always just do the letters of your name. So let's get started. A stands for arm rolls, and you're going to do this by doing arm circles. So you could go forwards and you can go backwards. You could also do small circles like this or large circles. So I'm going to do forward first. So we're going to do forward 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'm going to go backwards 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. B is butterfly legs. So you're going to be sitting like this. You're going to hold on to your ankles, and your legs are going to become the butterfly wings where you can flap them up and down like this. So do that 10 times. C is crab walk, and that means you're going to be making what looks like a tabletop with your body. And it looks something like this, where you're on all fours and you could be walking forwards or backwards. E is for duck walk, which means you're going to want to squat down like this on your legs, bend your arms so then they look like wings, and then walk like this. Letter E stands for elephant trunk swing, and you do that by interlocking your fingers like this, bending down and letting your arms swing side to side. Now if you know how to make any elephant noises, now is your time to give the best elephant impression. F is frog leaps. You do this by squatting on the floor with your arms out in front and hopping. G stands for giant leaps, and you could do this by drawing a line on the driveway with chalk, or you can make a line with tape on the floor, and you're going to jump from one line to the other. H stands for high knees, and you could do this in 2 different ways. One, you could just bring your knee up to your hand, or you could bring your opposite knee to your opposite hand. So you could do this slow, or you could speed it up. I stands for incline climb, which means that you're going to climb up a hill. I'm going to be climbing up stairs, but you could be climbing up a slide, or you can make your own hill out of pillows and blankets. J stands for jumping jacks, which means that you're going to start with your arms by your side, and then when you jump, your arms are going to go above your head and your feet are going to be separated. And then you're going to go back to normal, like this. K stands for knee squats, and that just means that you're going to be squatting with your knees like this. So you're probably going to want your feet shoulder width apart, and then you're going to bend like this. L stands for lunges, and you're going to do this by putting one foot in front of the other and then bending so that your kneecap touches the floor. and then you're going to alternate your legs like this. If you want to, you could do walking lunges. M stands for mega jump, and that means you're going to be jumping from a surface that's higher than the ground, like this. Mega jump can also mean jumping as far as you possibly can. N stands for neck rolls, and we're going to do that in 2 different directions. And we're going to start by going to the right. Go to the left. O stands for overhead stretch, which means you're going to interlock your fingers and stretch them to the sky. For an even better stretch, stand on your tippy toes. P, although it's usually one of my favorite letters because it's my last name, potatoes. It's my least favorite exercise of them all. And that's because it is a push-up. And we have to do 10 of them. If you can't do that kind of push-up, you could do a modified push-up on your knees like this. So your knees are on the ground, and then push up like that. Or this could be a wall push-up, or in our case, a house push-up. So you're going to put your arms and hands on the wall, and then you're going to bend your arms like this. Q is quad stretch, and your quads are a group of muscles in the front of your legs right here. And this one involves a chair. So what you're going to do is you're going to do the motions from sit to stand, and then stand to sit. R stands for run in place, but if you're feeling like you have too much energy, just run all over. S is snake slither, and to do this, you lay on your stomach and slither like a snake. You can also use your arms to do an army crawl. T is for toe touches, and that means you're going to bring your hands to your toes like this 10 times. U is for under over maze, and I made my own little obstacle course. So I'm going to go under the blanket and over the pillows. V is for vertical wall taps, and you're going to do this by jumping and touching the wall, and each time you want to try to jump higher and higher. W stands for windmills, and that means you're going to take one hand and bring it to the opposite leg, like this. So my left hand would go to my right toes. But another exercise that's not on the sheet that I consider a windmill is laying on the floor like this, and then you put your legs in the air and you move your legs side to side as so. So you get to decide which one you want to do. X stands for X marks the spot. So you're going to cross your arms to make an X, and then you're going to jump with your one leg in front of the other, so then your legs make an X like this. And then you're going to alternate your legs. So this leg is in front of this one first, but when I jump, this leg is going to be behind my other leg, like so. Another way you could do this activity is by doing cross crawls, and that is when you take your one hand and you bring it to the opposite leg like this. Or you can make an X by doing high knees. Y stands for yoga pose, and you can choose any pose that you want. My favorite animal is a giraffe, so I decided to do the giraffe pose, and I'll show you what it looks like. You're going to want to start like a tabletop, as so, and then you're going to leave one arm on the floor, and then you're going to lift the other like this. And then you could close your hand like this because it kind of looks like a giraffe head. And then you're going to hold it for 10 seconds. And then you're going to do the other side. Z is the last letter of the alphabet, and it stands for zigzag run, which means that you can make your own obstacle to run zigzags. I'm going to be using these flowers to make my own obstacle, and you want to stagger them as so. So now I have obstacles to run around.